Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. WWE, under Triple H's creative direction, has signed multiple stars from AEW, including both new and well-known names like Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, Ricky Saints and more. At the Clash in Paris Premium Live event, World Wrestling Entertainment might have subtly confirmed that top AEW star, Chris Jericho, is returning to the sports entertainment juggernaut. During a promo video featuring Seth Rollins before his title defense in a fatal four-way match against CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso, the Visionary was referred to as Le Champion. However, it might have been because a French word was used to refer to the reigning champion at the French PLE. But it might also be a subtle hint towards the return of WWE icon Chris Jericho from AEW, as Le Champion was his popular moniker in the Stanford-based promotion. Triple H is known for dropping such Easter eggs before big returns. He did the same before the return of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Jericho has been part of All Elite Wrestling since 2019 and has been one of the key figures who worked the hardest to build the company into the major name it is today in 2025. His last outing in All Elite Wrestling was at the Dynasty pay-per-view in April, where he lost his ROH World Championship to Bandito, and he has been absent from television since then. Now, Jericho is heavily rumored to make a return to the Stanford-based promotion, as his deal with AEW is reportedly set to expire at the end of this year. Clash in Paris 2025 went off-air with a shocker as a hooded person low-blowed CM Punk, helping Rollins to retain his World Heavyweight Championship. The hooded figure turned out to be none other than Seth's wife and the reigning Women's Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch. However, the group might welcome another former WWE champion before the year ends, in the face of Chris Jericho. Y2J's nickname, used in Rollins' promotional video package, provides strong reasoning for the hypothetical prediction above. That said, the angle suggested is speculative, and nothing has been confirmed. It will be interesting to see whether Y2J returns to WWE anytime soon. Nyan is a WWE news and features writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling. After completing his bachelor's degree in mass communication from Potter International, he began working as a YouTube scriptwriter. Nyan then transitioned to Pinkvilla as a combat sports writer. He gained valuable experience there before finally coming under the banner of Sportskeeda. Within 1.5 years, Nyan has written over 1,000 articles, interviewed MFN and promotion owners, and conducted a Twitter campaign that gained over 50 retweets and more. He puts fact-checking and mindful journalism above everything by applying a 3-check method, where he tries to verify reports from reliable sources and cross-check whether other major publications have covered them. Looking back at his association with pro wrestling, Nyan recalls being hooked on the sport after watching Shawn Michaels vs. The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Since then, the product has been an inseparable part of his life. Apart from the Heartbreak Kid being Nyan's favorite wrestler for his confidence and charisma, he is also a fan of Brock Lesnar, due to the Beast's work speaks louder than words attitude. Nyan can be found performing mixed martial arts and reading true crime in his free time. The lights dim, the crowd hushes. The Paris air carries both expectation and electricity. At WWE's Clash in Paris, everything seems bigger, not just the arena, but the stakes, the storylines, the possibility of something wild and unexpected. And in that charged moment, Triple H may have planted a seed. An AEW star is about to return to WWE. Triple H, Paul Levesque, as WWE's Chief Content Officer, has a reputation for layering his promos and video packages with hidden signals, little Easter eggs for the sharp-eyed fan to decode. Over the years, he's used nods, nicknames, subtle background visuals, and throwaway lines that later crystallize into major returns. It's part of the storytelling DNA he's cultivated. So when something slightly off, slightly suggestive, shows up in a promo video or a graphic, fans stop and rewind. Did he mean to slip it in, or is it just coincidence? And that ambiguity is the magic. It generates buzz, speculation, and viral sleuthing. One of the most talked about hints came during the promotional push before Clash in Paris. Seth Rollins is referred to in his video package as Le Champion. On the surface, that's a French phrase, the champion, used to nod to the French setting. But fans quickly noticed, Le Champion was once intimately associated with Chris Jericho, Y2J, a storied star whose legacy in WWE is deep, and whose AEW tenure has kept him visible yet untethered. Many sites and fans jumped on this as more than coincidence. Is AAA planting an intentional reference to Jericho? Could Jericho, contract winding, be lining up a dramatic return? This is precisely the kind of layered hint Triple H has used in past returns. Embed the name, brand, or signature moniker somewhere subtle, let fans notice, then reveal at the right moment. Paris is a destination. International shows carry a prestige and spectacle that domestic events sometimes lack. For WWE, bringing someone back in Paris makes for a bigger narrative moment, crowds, media attention, social media buzz. For a returning star, it becomes the moment. Consider, if Jericho were to rejoin WWE, doing it at Clash in Paris would maximize impact. The Le Champion hint in a French venue fits the storytelling geometry. Bring him back where Le Champion was whispered, in a city that matches the vibe. WWE has already teased blockbuster returns at Paris before. Forbes even listed potential surprises and comebacks among the top talking points to watch for at Clash in Paris 2025. Jericho has been part of AEW since 2019, but rumors suggest his AEW deal may be expiring at the end of this year. His recent activity, or lack thereof, in AEW fuels speculation. If he slumbers quietly for a while, the timing could align. Free agent status, WWE eager to snag a marquee name, a high-impact return at Paris. WWE under Triple H has already pulled an AEW talent before. Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, Ricky Starks among them. Thus, a Jericho comeback would be consistent with the larger strategy. Pluck legacy or top-tier stars. Reignite interest, deepen the roster. At the end of Clash in Paris, the main event ended in chaos. During CM Punk's title challenge, a hooded figure delivered a low blow, allowing Seth Rollins to retain. That figure turned out to be Becky Lynch in disguise, tying her more strongly into Rollins' Vision faction. So WWE is already leaning into mystique, alliances, and surprises. Introducing Jericho into the mix would open myriad story potential. Jericho's history with Punk, feuds old and new, a clash against Rollins or Lynch, resurrecting iconic feuds with fresh spins. The Le Champion hint now becomes layered. Not just a name drop, but a thematic invitation. The Vision could welcome another former champion into its fold, a speculation that many fans have already floated. Triple H has used the tease method before. Subtle names, visuals, and linguistic hints have preceded returns. Jericho's contract status and relative AEW silence give room for a transition. WWE is actively recruiting AEW talent and deepening its talent pool. Paris gives the perfect dramatic stage for a return. The Le Champion phrase is too pointed to dismiss entirely as location flavor. It's all speculation until an official announcement is made. Wrestlers' deals, injuries, or backstage issues could upend plans. WWE loves to sow rumors. Misdirection is part of the game. Jericho could re-sign with AEW or pursue non-wrestling projects. Imagine this play out. Weeks after Clash in Paris, the Le Champion hint becomes folklore. The talk shows, YouTube analysts, wrestling podcasters fly into overdrive. Then, on a Monday Night Raw, or better yet, on SmackDown in Paris's wake, a video package airs. Highlights from Jericho's career, mixed with shadows, the French skyline, a slow reveal of someone in the hooded cloak we saw at Paris. The announcer voice, Le Champion returns. The crowd erupts as Jericho steps through smoke to face off with Seth Rollins or CM Punk. Triple H dropping a Le Champion line in a French setting may look like a clever nod to location, but in wrestling storytelling, little things carry weight. The fluid movement of talent between AEW and WWE, Jericho's contract window, the narrative possibilities with the vision. All these strands twist toward a potential bombshell of a return. Whether Jericho is that star or someone else entirely, the machinery is in place. The stage, the whispers, the tease. All that remains is the reveal. And that moment, once it comes, will feel inevitable in hindsight. In the meantime, fans will pore over promos, rewatch the Le Champion shot in slow motion, scour backstage rumors, and dream about what might be. That's the beauty of wrestling. Even in its orchestrated chaos, the best surprise feels like destiny.